been out field talking to builders on field backing us, and he's right up on all his laws and common laws and maritime law and all this lot. Well, I did all this with Kaylee and Andy Devine and all them. All your patriots know one about. I did it with all them. We went through all this common law. We did it with Nathan Kirkden and all them lots, and some dragons, what they call it. Well, we went through it all with them outlaw. Like I tell them, you can look in any law book in the world. In fact, let's just go straight to court. When you were in court, the first thing you do when you were in court is you grab that Bible and you put your left hand on the Bible and say, "I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth." You do it, please do it. So they believe in God, But it doesn't matter which law you study, which book you look in, which law book you look in. No judge, no barrister, no solicitor can give you a copy of the contract between them and God saying that they are in charge of you and can create laws to control you. Now, it is 8.9 billion people in the world, and they say that they've got control of us as beings by God's power. God gave them that right. Wouldn't you think they'd have that document safe and for everybody to see? Because all you God-loving people out there, and all you people what are law-abiding people, do it because of fear of God. Yeah. But you're letting somebody run your life and tell you what to do when they've got no to do with God. They've got no letter off God saying that they can control you. They've got no letter off anybody saying they can control you. All they've got saying they can control you is that piece of paper you fill out once a year to pick who you put in. Which really means fuck all, because there's no signatures on it. It's just a tick. It's not a signature, it's just a tick. So my point is you've got all these people, you've got all these courts, you've got all these solicitors and all these barristers, and I'll ask each and every one of you now, can any of y'all give me any evidence whatsoever that God gave you the right to choose what laws you put into place for me, or gave you the right to choose to tell me what I can and can't do? Because like I say, I can't find one. I've been down every rabbit hole going, but I still cannot find any law out there or any confirmation out there what put these people in control of anyone. Not one. I find that rather strange. Do you know what I mean? That they all believe in God and they all say God and they all swear on Holy Bible and this, that and other, yet not one of them has got a letter stating from God that they can do what they say they're going to do. Or has got the power to do what they say they can do. Because I can't see one. I've been dealing with law all my life. Usually bent bobbies. Biggest one, but a DCI doers from Rotherham. He used to take me to the police station, kick shit at me. Put a lot of people from Romarsh in prison for wrong reasons. Not because they were robbers or burglars, because he wanted his bottle of whiskey at the end of the year. I've lived that life. I know what it's all about. I'm wiser than all you people out there what stay by law and agree to law. The law only works for their benefit. I was sat in court when a judge told two barristers to sit down and shut the fuck up. There was a different law. What's that about? Like you all know now and you've all realised, when I was saying this back in 2016, you were all calling me numpties and a liar and all this lot, especially all you Tommy Robinson gang, they were all calling me liars. But yeah, he used to agree that they did it to him. He also said that they did it to him when they took him up steps in Leeds. But yet, when I went to him and gave him this information, he binned it and says they were lying. I were lying. Funny that. A lot of things are funny when you're working against people what are there to keep you quiet. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't want it getting out. But the simple fact is if these are in control of you, and they are in control of you by God's power, and God gave them that right, then where's the letter stating that God gave them that right? Because I bet you any money in the world, and all the money in the world, that they cannot fucking prove it, and they cannot fetch it up, and they cannot even show you. So that's it. Who gave them that right to tell you what you can and cannot do on this planet? Not them. Who gave them that right to take the land and sell it back to you and make you work for it as a slave? Yeah? The same right what gave them the power to run over you, which is yourself. And the only thing what's stopping you from taking your countries back is yourselves. Because there's no laws out there, no God's laws out there, what you will be breaking by not following their law. Quite the opposite. By not following their law, you'll be following God's law, which is nature. There are two laws God put on this planet. One, what, 10 Commandments, and other laws of nature. You can't beat laws of nature. So like I said, their laws are not there for you, they're there for themselves and to protect themselves. Just like you've all seen now, all over the world. They have got no power over anybody. The only power they have got is you willing to follow. You willing. That is the only power. Willpower. You willing to follow them gives them power. Think about it. Take a good hard think about it. Why are we the only animal on the planet, because we're a fucking animal, whether you like it or not, why are we the only animal on the planet what have given authority over to somebody else to tell you how to run your life and how to bring your children up and what to do with your children, where to spend your money, where you can go, what you can say, what you can't say, at an 8.6 billion life forms, 8.6 billion life forms, we are the only ones what God's give power over to them. Yeah? Fucking crazy, man. So, doesn't read that message. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, who really gave them power over you? Yourselves. So only yourselves can take it back, because not one law officer or enforcement officer or judge or barrister or solicitor or government can give you a proof of a contract between God and them. Don't exist. Just like the laws don't. Simple.